Hi, this is Mia. This is my Monday evening check-in, which is not usual time for me. I did not have a chance to do the morning check-in, so I'm just making some changes with my career, and because it's a career and not a um, what did I say, job, or the career is not an employment job. It is a self-employment job, which means the cost of doing business is so high. And the business is like, I was working for the government. They don't have to make money. The department I was in made actually a lot of money, and I had the lowest. I was like the only worker, and I had the lowest pay of anyone I knew there, which was really weird. But we pay our taxes. There's government support. Government earns money from stuff, loans, anything, and these government entities are funded, whether the people do the work or not. For my business, whether I do the work or not, I had to pay. I had no funding. In my mind, it seems like a nightmare, and the opportunity to make a decent living and to pay the cost of living, the cost of doing the business and is this, the cost of living is this, and then you had to make this much to like break even, and then when you think you break even, it's tax season and you're writing checks to, I didn't even really earn any money, and I still had to pay a bunch of taxes. I guess I changed my tax, I changed my tax 2021 status. That really did not. I paid thousands of dollars of tax as a really low income individual, and then I paid thousands of more of money in taxes. So I've not come out of that hole. So look into what you're doing as a business person. If you make plenty of money, then you got it made. You still have to look at it because it could fluctuate. You can look at getting your CPA, even getting classes, getting SBA mentor. Mine disappeared. There's things like different ranges. The way I see it, I felt like between oppression and racism and not having generational wealth, a lot of people that have a certain privilege that I won't ever have, whatever financial situation. I mean, there's people that are living on the street that don't have teeth, that skin are leathered from the street. You could say, hey, someone could put you up in a hotel. You get your nails and skin nails and hair done. Put on a $2,000 Italian suit, even with the wrinkles, and you might be able to say, hey, I'm going to go in this job interview, and it's highly likely that you had a college education and a job history, potentially have. So someone like homeless, and I'm not saying that wouldn't happen, because it's hard when you're homeless. I've been homeless more than once. It's hard to maintain your dignity and any sense of feeling like you're in the world with the rest of the people. It feels like you're beneath with the bugs on the ground. This, or not for everyone, I guess for me it was like that, so I shouldn't speak for everyone. What I felt like, the vision came to mind. Because people say, oh, I know a black person that's doing really well in their job. You know one person, and it's, you're 60 years old. Like, I mean, good for them. That like, if I look at your workforce, it's not even diverse. Whether you choose a qualified person, if I was qualified and people don't like my personality, then I can, But it's like, if there's a place that's very undiverse, but you can see the pool of professionals and graduates in that field that doesn't match up, that's the struggle, because then these people are doing something to make a lot of money, and these people are, I don't know what, because I'm down there, and I don't want to speak for everyone, so cut that all up like a cake. What are those little petite fours I used to eat when I was homeless, and I had Wild Oats, I think, had the little cakes, the little petite four. Anyways, those are good. I miss cake. I'm not gonna lie. So let's get off of this pity party. I usually give myself 60 seconds. So you take me as an individual and you think of all of the jobs that I've said I've done since I started this channel, and having been a single mom, I'm exhausted. I am not sure. I gotta get rid of this background to stop bothering me. I'm exhausted. I'm trying to figure out something with my businesses, and I'm so exhausted, and I feel a little bit of peace, like a sliver of peace, a sliver of hope. I felt a gust of like joy and overwhelming come over me, and yet it feels so stagnant. Like sometimes it's like I want to rest and it's stagnant, but it's a stagnant where you want to earn money for your bills and your rent and then be stagnant while you rest, not allow your business to bring money in while you take your vacation. I mean, normal people get paid vacations. I've never ever got a paid vacation. I thought one of my jobs had that. I think you had to work there a couple of years. By the time I got to that level, they shrunk my hours, and I should have applied for unemployment, to tell you the truth. They shrunk my hours so you no longer qualify. Anyway, stuff like that happens, you know. They lure you into these jobs and they keep them low pay, but they tell you, you stay here this certain amount of time and you're going to get these benefits. And then you stay that time, and it's like they have a timer on, like your kitchen timer. Ding, 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 it's time to reduce their hours and bring in another person and tell them the same lie. So then they're not having someone for 2 weeks or 2 months, or they have to re-advertise and retrain. They're getting you to that, 18 months to 3 years, and then they're tricking you, and then they're bringing in people that won't work because the pay's so low. Then they're bringing in brand new people at higher pay and potentially benefits. I think I had that one job, I even was getting holiday pay. We had to work on the holiday, but they only give us like $1 more per hour. But even that was a little bit of appreciation when you expect something that's not. No matter how hard you work, I didn't require me to have any kind of special training. Different story. I can hear my phone. I have to go get it. I have to get ready. Tomorrow I have to go somewhere, so I gotta get my baby scale. I gotta get my medical table. I consider taking my whole. I bought a matching. I don't even think I bought the matching one. I got a stool. So I had collected this stuff for my practice, and I had collected stuff. My other actual table, it cost several $100s. My one in my Portland office is the trim is coming off, and I'm horrified. I was like, oh my gosh, I probably should have wiped this down. Or the earth light. I did not realize that when we started moving it, it started just flaking. It basically dry rotted. That's one thing that I, as an almost vegan, don't want to happen to like my shoes and stuff. So if the shoes have some leather, I feel like I don't know. I've had some shoes that I've had. The bottoms are worn out. Doc Martens I've had since the 90s, and they're pretty thick leather, and there is a hole in the toe, which it actually got big enough that wearing them in Portland 20 years later or 15 years later, before they got too slippery on the bottom, I could feel the rain coming in on my foot. So I was like, that's not gonna work. But anyways, I'm just feeling like, going back to analogy into this vision I had, something I don't remember ever doing. There's a club, it's 90s or whatever, there's a club, people standing in line, different people wearing mini skirts, people looking geeky, people looking old, people looking young, different groups or individuals waiting to get in the club. This is a happening place. Bouncers deciding. The bouncer's not saying, alright, we can have 500 people in this club, and now we got 300, and it's only 9:45 at night. Maybe they say we're letting 20 people in an hour or something. It's not like, at least on the movie, I think Party Girl, They don't go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You go in. At the shuttle at the airport, it's like first come first serve. It's like you, 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 and then if someone's on the list, oh, you're on the list. Okay, you. Someone's on the list +1. Oh, you +1. And everyone else is still waiting. They could have got there at 6 o'clock in the afternoon. That's how I feel when other people say, when there's other black. I was like, this appointment is not about them. Good for them. If they want to be a mentor and tell me how they did it, I am struggling. And it becomes a pattern. So it becomes a pattern that's not necessarily my race, but it becomes an individual, a human error or problem. What am I doing? What's wrong with my personality? What's wrong with the way I dress? What's wrong with my hair, especially since I don't put the headband in? People put the headband in, the wig in, and the, the weave, and different kinds of braids. This hair here is damaged, and it's been damaged since before I put these hair cover. And part of the reason I think I put the hair cover is because I thought it looked cute to have like my face and then my hair kind of like that, and it went all the way back, so I could feel my hair in the back growing out because my daughter's saying, be careful, you need your hair to be able to breathe. And I had take like a triangle. I had like one silk. Some of these silk ones are too big, so I had basically one that was part silk and the rest are like polyester or whatever. So like a plastic almost square or a bigger square. I'd fold like the corner, how to do it like this. How to do it. So I'd fold the corners in on each other, and then I'd fold these, so then it would make a strip, a rectangle, and then tie this in the back. And sometimes it gave me a headache. Even my friend, she was Muslim, she had hair covers. She goes, oh, you probably, I go, oh, I was getting these headaches. It's like, oh, you probably, your hair cover, your hair scarf is probably too much, probably too heavy, it's giving you a headache. Oh my gosh. And I just thought it would be more, I wore a little bit of makeup then, a little bit of earrings. I feel sometimes a little clumsy, so I don't have a lot of longer or bigger earrings. And then that was wanting to feel more kempt, but the biggest thing is I was cold all the time. I didn't like air like this blowing on me. And you're in school, you got the air conditioner, you got the people shut the blinds when the sun's out, you have them crank up the air conditioner, and it's blowing right on you. So I was tending to wear my hat all the time, like my mother used to do, pretty much year round. Sometimes she did have summer hats. This hat was not allowed in clinic. The hair cover, like a scarf, was not allowed in clinic. And my dreadlocks that I had at the time were not allowed in clinic. So I cut all my hair off. Oh, my hair's already broken off. My hair broke off in front of my friend one day during class. I picked it up off the floor, put it in my hand, and walked away. How embarrassing. And it was a male. If this person's watching, that was embarrassing. My hair is weak. It doesn't grow. That's why it's like short, and I never cut it. It should be wrapped around my feet 10 times long. But it doesn't. And people say trim your hair and it should grow, but I don't know. You could see that. I asked about that. I went to my dad's house. My mom had already passed away many years ago. In her cabinet, or in her drawer, closet, I had cleaned this stuff out when my son was born. I felt horrible putting it all through the store. I felt like a jerk. I thought, we're going to live here. He needs help getting rid of most of the clothes, not all of them. It felt sickening to get rid of that stuff. It felt absolutely sickening. I said, there's no room for the children if we're going to live here. There's no closet space. There's no room for the baby towels, we didn't have baby beds, but there wasn't room for sheets and stuff. I felt, I can't take it back. And even the thrift store said no, and I gave it to them anyway, which feels awful. I probably gave them purses and leather shoes. The purses could have had money in it for all I know. I don't even think I checked. This is sickening. Maybe I didn't give the purse. I'm pretty sure I gave the purse. Sickening. Stuff that my mom had for... That house has been destroyed. That stuff would have still been in there. Sorry. That was not really tender. Anyways, somehow, what managed was a stack of brand new, with the sticker or tag on it, these different scarves. There was one with a big horse. There was one that was part silk. It looked more Asian. It had like orange on the edge and white. I have that one. I thought I brought a couple. I had a black or a dark brown and white one, which I really liked. What other ones did I have? I think there was. Oh, I must have given that to my daughter. There was a very colored, like 80s. When I was a office worker, cubicle color, like it had that blue, that royal blue with all the different other 80s, like purple. I think I gave that to my daughter. I thought there was a cotton one. Anyways, there was a stack, and I decided to take them and use them. Oh my gosh, the dehumidifier is filling up so fast. Like every less than 12 hours. Yeah, it's only been like 8 hours. Anyways, I thought that would help me stay warm. Some people have oil in their hair, and I feel like blubber, like if I was a seal or something like that would help you, because you're losing all this heat out of your head. And if my descendants with my hair, type 4C hair, are from Africa, I felt like if it's really hot, it would help to have airy hair and to have short, airy hair that lets the heat out and not that oil that makes it warmer, but it's really dry and make it cooler. That's my own. I don't have anything to back that up, but that is what I expect. And then to have the sun beating down, if I have this kind of thick nappy hair, I feel like it really covers. So if I see someone white and they have a cowlick or part or whatever, I feel like that sun, especially now, prone to skin cancers, and melanomas. And we're gonna do not mystery. We're gonna do story time. I'm gonna try to incorporate imagination, because that's where my life starts to blossom, I guess, and change. And I'm telling people they're impatient, and I'm realizing, oh my God, it takes one to know one. I'm super impatient. So if I have a wish or a dream, I feel so stagnant. This accomplishment took at least since 2013, 9 years. A little less. It was more like December 2013. But the plan for this one particular accomplishment, that I'm fingers crossed that I will get this notification that I got all the requirements done and passed whatever I need to pass, is taking me so long. Because when I was in med school, before med school, so it's literally been since 2000 and 2001, literally. So that's a birthing professional. I'm getting in some roadblocks within the 24 hours of finding out some good news. I'm getting roadblocks in the rest. I need to check my phone just to double check. Hold on. I just got an email that I have an additional medical license. I'm not even going to share. Hold on, this chair is really old. Oh my God, I looked just before I started the video. This is such a big deal. I'm going to talk. So I've had not that many. So I'm in healthcare. I'm working alone, and I have a lot of education and a lot of certification, but I don't have that many customers. And it's not like I'm a real estate agent and I'm pumping out these sales, every few weeks, every few days, every couple of months. My friend was doing every couple of months. Like feast and famine, like sell, boom, boom, boom. Maybe summer before people move their kids to a new school, like boom, boom, boom. And you get the money and you hold on to that money and you ration your stuff. Because you don't, Some people are just, they just go boom, boom, boom their whole career, and it's not a big deal. Everyone's different. That's what's hard about this world, not being fair. So let me go to this tab. I probably gotta log in again. I'm like logging in like 5 times here. Alright, that's a different school. Okay, let's go back. Let's focus. Alright, so this isn't under other licenses. Let's see. Oh, it's here. I've been doing this all day long. Alright, oh my god. Open it. I'm gonna cry. Oh, open this. Oh my god, and I paid the money and it expires in December. They didn't prorate it at all. Why is there? There's like 2 certificates. Oh, it has my home address. Oh, I just changed this to my home address too. Like, I didn't want it going to my new office, so that was probably good timing. 117. I'm only the 117th person to get this license. That's pretty rare. I'm not going to lie. Alright, I feel like I'm trying to print this and it's not. Oh shoot, it's on. How long has this been on 110%? Oh my gosh. I gotta check those other papers I printed. Let's look, okay. I had it on 110 because you know why? I print pirate ship. Let's see if it prints. Can I say anything? I should see if the lights flash. Alright, let's download this puppy, because this is going in. This is going on the wall. He's on our partner. Okay. So, this is a testimony. I don't like that word. I was going to say testament. This is a testimony. This is going to end the midwifery. Now, this is great news. However, I'm going to cry. However, let's just put Oregon. That's the spoiler. I wasn't going to tell you guys. Because I was not trying to count my chickens. I was trying to count my chickens before they hatched. That's the truth. Alright, so I'm going to say, I'm just going to write 2022. Because I'm going to need to do all of the continuing education. And so I turned in my paperwork in June-ish. Yeah, in June. Oh shoot, I waited like 2 weeks. And I had like more paperwork to turn in. I don't know what happened. It was like, I don't know what happened. Why do I feel like something else is burning? Oh my god, I'm so excited. Okay, so this is a lifetime of homelessness, single parenting, divorce, living in a domestic violence shelter, living in a tent. The only issue is, right today, I'm not in Oregon. So this will help me in Oregon. My plan was to be a naturopath, work as a naturopath, add midwifery, have my own schedule, not me working at Pizza Hut, not me working for Advantage Sales and Marketing, not even having an eBay store, work my patients in my clinic, do a couple health calls, do births, and then do the lead for 50 births, get my Washington State, and then have a career, be on call 24/7, have colleagues, all this stuff. I'm gonna cry. This is amazing, except what do I do with a license like the Vermont Telehealth? Well, I don't have any clients. I don't have any patients. I feel like I could do, if I were to be a midwife, naturopathic midwife. So basically, we're naturopathic physicians in Oregon with a midwifery. I believe it used to be called naturopathic obstetrics, but I feel like I see other people's certificates. In fact, I don't know where my wall certificate is for that. Naturopathic obstetrics. This one's called natural childbirthing. It doesn't make much sense. It just sounds like you're passing out free bouquets of miniature dry flowers at a farmer's market. Like, oh, that's cute. Oh, that's quaint. Oh, it's free. Like, no, this is for real. Anyways, I'm excited. I'm scared. my kids were smaller when I tried to get the first preceptor position, and I don't think it would have worked to be on call. I mean, it would have forced me to get a babysitter. It would have forced me to have to. We lived in low income housing. You can't. I was like, have a college student. Never mind. I was gonna say have a college student or two live like bunk in one of our rooms and have somebody